So last week I went to London to have an MRI, and I always like to get there early so I can be nice and punctual. My neurologist is based in London, so I always have to go to London, and it's a good excuse to go to London and have a nice day. Whilst I went shopping, I found a Superdrug around the corner and I went shopping, and I spent £163 on NYX products. I basically had heard Sally Hughes talk about this eyeliner pen. Eyebrow liner pen, and I was like, oh, I like the sound of that. I'm going to go in there and have a look. And whilst I was there was buy 2 for 3. No, buy 3 for 2. Buy 3 for 2. So I had a little shop. The eyeliner pen eyebrow liner pen I've already tried, and I love it. So this is going to be my first reaction of the other products, and yeah, I hope you enjoy. Slightly more affordable makeup. So they had a few primers, but I went for the Honey Dew Me Up. Let's give it a go. Everything's very security tagged. I've never seen, I went to the one at, I don't even know what it's called, St Mary's, it's my hospital. So I went to the one there. There was security on the door, everything was so security tagged, and it was so tidy in there, and they had all the stock. I've never been somewhere where every bit is in stock, or everything that I want was in stock. So let's give this a try. What does it tell me to do? It's a primer base. Use alone or with foundation. Okie dokie, we shall. It comes on like a little spatula, which kind of concerns me to start off with, but I'm sure it won't be. The fact that it's called honey concerns me as well, because it makes me feel like it's going to be really sticky, but we'll see. We want it to be sticky in a way, don't we? Because we want it to stick to our skin. I've already moisturised and I've already put SPF on beforehand. They did have the like blurring primers. They had pretty much everything. But they were in slightly different containers. Ooh. That is so lightweight. It's really quite nice. So this is the Bear With Me Blur Tint Foundation in the colour 06 Soft Beige. Let's see. We'll use a sponge with it. So it's got a really matte finish, and can I tell you what it's most similar to? It's most similar to the NARS one, which is the best-selling tint, premium tint. It's really similar. A little bit light, but that's through my colour choice. As soon as I put a bronzer on, that will be, as my daughter says all the time, 06 Soft Beige. Did I get a concealer? I did get a concealer. It's like Fort Knox to get anything out of here. A little bit goes a long way. So concealer just in the areas I want to push forward a little bit. And the concealer also very nice. So far 3 products, I got one of those free. Okay, Wonder Stick, this is in the colour Rich. They didn't have the colour I wanted in this one. This was the only one that they didn't have the stock in, but we can work with it. And this is more of a contour stick, so let's give it a go. So you've got one end for your contour. I'm not really a big contour person. Let me see. We'll pop a bit on. And I tend to pop it on this part of the face. I don't need to go too far back, and then just use my finger if I'm not wearing too much makeup, just to glide it upwards so it creates that kind of depth there. Because contour is kind of that hollow that is there, so anywhere here is where you want to keep it, and you want to blend up and down in that place. I do like the shape of the stick, because you can really manipulate it to be whatever kind of shape you want it to be. Sharpen my jaw. I do like using my fingers to blend things like this. I've already said that, but let me give you another reason. The natural oils in my skin and my fingers will just help that kind of emulsify and blend that a little bit nicer, so it looks a bit more seamless. Then on the other side it has got a highlighter. I think this is okay, I can get away with this colour. I would probably prefer the slightly lighter colour. Like I wouldn't put this highlighter through my brow bone, but I can definitely get away with it on the cheek. I also got an eye primer. This is a shadow and liner primer, is it? Yeah, shadow and liner primer. I do like a primer. Look, my eyes are already creased from the foundation, so let's pop a bit of primer on there. Nice and lightweight. Now what's really interesting about this eyelid primer is it's very, very thin and very, very tacky. And actually hasn't done much. Hasn't done much. I'm going to reserve judgment on that because I'm not sure about that yet. It feels like it's making my eyelids stick together even more so. We'll come back to it. Not my favourite yet. Okay, shall we do eyeshadows? Or I've got these jumbo eyeshadow sticks, which I think would be wasted over a primer, wouldn't they? The fact that this primer is so sticky, maybe the eyeshadow will stick really nicely to it. You know, it will probably have really maximum pigment. So shall we give it a try? Let's, what do you think? Shall I use colours or shall I keep it basic? Basic bitch. I am a bit of that, so. Look, there's some greens in here, so shall we go greens? Purely because I got a green top on. They're not really that green. Let's start off with this green here. It definitely sticks on better with that primer there. So this one's a matte eyeshadow. The other one was shimmering. This palette is called Ultimate Utopia. I'm going to take this dark, kind of plumagey colour. And I want to just push that along the socket a little bit, along the lash line a little bit more. I must have some fall down because I didn't even tap that at all. Come on, Nick. I hate when people refer to themselves as a third person, but I just did it. Only because I'm telling myself off. I've got that. I'm going to go, because this still looks a little bit yellowy, I'm going to go in with a little bit of this one with my finger and just pop it right in the corner here. I think it's quite pretty. I also got a black waterproof eyeliner pen and a brown one. I'm going to go black, but I absolutely love a brown eyeliner pen for when I don't want it quite as harsh as black. Just to define that a little bit more, but before it dries, in fact I'm going to do that quickly now, I'm just going to take my dark green again and just run it along the top of it. Tap off the excess because I don't actually want it to look really black. I want it to look slightly green. They do have a lot of fall down these, so I'd probably do the eyes before you do any concealing with these. The only problem with using slightly cheaper eyeshadows is because they fall down so much, it's a lot more work. There's a lot more, you know, play that has to go into it. You can still achieve what you want to achieve, it's just more difficult. Let's move on to brows. Now I've got a brow pencil. This one is in Taupe. Let's have a little look at it. It's a very nice colour. It's not got too much warmth, which I like. So look at the other side. And a brush on the other side. Nice. Now I also bought a thickening brow, which is called Thick It. But the problem is I don't have many brows, so I don't really want to use the microfibers to make the brows look thicker because there's not enough hairs there. And I got a glue, obviously, to hold them in place. And lastly, I got the Lift and Snatch in Espresso and Ash Brown. So let's go in with this one first and see what we're working with. So this is Micro Brow Pencil in Taupe. And I just want to give myself a rough shape. And then brush them through. So that almost disappears. I just want to stain underneath my brows, just so it looks like you can see the shape. I do like the brow. It's in the colour Taupe, which would make me think that it didn't have much warmth, but I do think they look a little bit warmer than I would naturally love. Let's go in with the glue. Glue these brows up. Now, I don't like them all sticking directly up. I think a trend happens and then people get carried away with it. It's like, no, stop. I just want them to go the same way, really, you know, to look the way the brows would naturally go without, you know, especially for mine because they're so sporadic. I just want them to, almost like a Donald Trump comb over hair, I just want them to make it look a little bit fuller. This one's much better. Do you know why? Because I don't sleep on that side. I sleep on this side that has a crease here as well. I'm going to go in with the Espresso first. Now these are nice. They have a very, very thin brush, which is great. So I am going to have to come close to the camera, do excuse me. I'm going to start with this bit here. And just create little flicks just to make them a little bit fuller. And then I have to put them right at the front. Hear the lovely birds out there. They sound so lovely. But I think it's pigeons and I just see them screwing all the time in my back garden. I'm like, there's so many of you already. Stop humping each other and creating more. Because they eat all my other birds' food. I have to say that is such a good pen. That is the Espresso. Thank you, Sally Hughes, for talking about that. On the Rise Volume Mascara. Has it got a brush? No, it's plastic. It might be lovely. It's actually plastic, but actually quite thin plastic, so it feels like a brush. So I don't hate it instantly. What do you think? Should I go right under the eye as well? I've got a flesh tone eyeliner. What else did I get? Actually, it's a dual, so it's got one on each end. We must use it in another video. What's this one? Oh, it's green. Was I having a green moment? I got a green liner. Should we try it underneath? No, it needs to go darker. So I'm going to take the deep dark eyeshadow underneath. Let's go in with a Wonder Stick. This is a dual-ended blusher, cream blusher. One side is honey orange and the other side is rose. I think I want the honey orange, which is what I used yesterday, which is this end here. Comes out really strong. But I like it. I got 3 lips, they're all quite nude. One is Nude Pink, one is Free Spirit, and the other is Nude Beige. Which one did I use the other day? This one, which is Nude Pink. And it is quite pink. But then I put one of the other ones around the outside to kind of create Pillow Talk and Iconic Nude, which is Charlotte Tilbury colours. I'm going to go around the outside of it with, is that Free Nude Beige? And then I'm going to buff most of it away. I just want it to be a slight tint on the lips. And over the top of it I'm going to put this, this is Milky Gloss. And it is in the colour Milk and Honey. And it is really, really lightweight and quite pale. So there you have a finished look using NYX product, which is slightly more affordable. I'm not sure if anything is affordable at the moment, but I feel like these are a little bit more affordable. The skin I absolutely love and would wear daily. The eyeshadows were a little bit more tricky to use, but I did use strong, harsh colours. If you would like me to do another video using the rest of the NYX stuff, I will totally do it. I'll do one anyway. But if you do, just write down below, please do another one. Don't forget to follow, like, subscribe, whatever avenue you are watching this on, and I will see you again soon. Take care. Bye. Bye.